Heaven Eye iTunes. It's Abla, and today I want to talk about arranged marriage and how I am in an arranged marriage, and all of my children will be in arranged marriage. All the children of the community will be in arranged marriage. So, my arranged marriage is arranged by the high side because obviously I'm on the internet right now speaking in English. So, as you can tell, even though I might have been born on the continent, what word should I use? My guardians did not uphold tradition. The continent, not every so-called African born on the continent is upholding ancient tradition. So obviously, I have an arranged marriage that was arranged by the highest side. It's not like you normally think of mom and dad arranging a marriage for their daughter with someone else's mom and dad. It was arranged by the highest side. It was a truth that arranged my marriage and my union. And it's difficult. It's still an arranged marriage because with the way they depict arranged marriages, for those who are in the world, it's difficult to accept initially because in the world, they teach us like dating culture, which is completely backwards. Dating culture where you have to go through multiple partners to find the right partner, which just shows us that we don't know what we're doing. We need the wisdom and the guidance of our elders. We need those who have already walked the path. My grandmother was telling me to always mind your elders and listen to those who have already walked the path, to learn from others' mistakes. They can teach you instead of trying to make your own mistakes. In the world, they want us to date and date and date and make our own mistakes until we find a needle in the haystack that they tell us we're going to find in the world, and make that into not even a marriage, a relationship, a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. Marriage is not taken seriously in the world, which is why we have dating culture, because marriage, the union, is not taken seriously whatsoever. So coming from the world, coming from that dating culture, coming from that mindset of so much choice, they give us so many choices to confuse us. Too much choice leads to confusion. Too many choices, too many options leads to confusion because things that are simple don't require thousands, hundreds of choices. Things like the internet give us so many options for dating and relationships. Not just the internet, but the paradigm of the world in itself brings more to the table than just a union between male and female. As we know, there's many different types of relationships that the world has brought to the table and has made acceptable and has made an option. So I grew up in the world, and for some time I thought those options were fine. I thought that was normal. It's normal to have options. It's normal to date around things of that nature for some time. But obviously, I came to the realization that everything is off because me as a young lady, as a teenager, even before a teenager, as a teenager, and into my 20s, I cannot sit here and say that I have the wisdom to choose a husband for myself. Does that make sense? A young lady who should be raised to be a wife, right? We are raised to be wives, does not exactly have the wisdom to know a man, to know a male. But our elders and our parents, if our parents are righteous parents, they have that wisdom. And a male knows a male, females know females. Your father has an important role for a young lady in choosing your husband, in creating a union for you, as does your mother. Your elders have this wisdom that a young 16, 20-year-old even lady or male even, which normally it's ladies, because we are brought into, we're not the initiators. The male is the initiator. So young ladies should be in arranged marriages because we do not have that wisdom. We do not have that knowledge, and that's why we have this rampant dating culture and rampant sexuality in the world, because everyone is so confused by the amount of options there are, when really we need the wisdom of our elders, and that's where the arranged marriage comes in. So I say that to say, me having grown up in the world and my parents not having arranged marriage for me, which they actually would have been interested in doing so. However, living in the world, they have these ideas of a provider, male, and I'm sure they have different ideas of females that are actually not within the truth. Things such as money and income are extremely important to those in the world. So even if our parents want to arrange a marriage for us, they're looking for the wrong things. They're looking for worldly desires to give to their children, when really we need to give our children salvation. Especially ladies, we need a head. We need to give our daughters, we need to create family that is in the light of the truth. Finding the right male for your marriage, or the right female, that will I'm looking for a specific word, but it's blanking right now. Finding the right union for the reason of salvation, right? So, because I was in the world, even if my parents wanted to arrange me a marriage, it wouldn't be the right type of marriage, the right type of union. It wouldn't be in the light of the truth. It was revealed to me, my husband was revealed to me through the highest side. So I am in an arranged marriage. Might not be what you would think, like your mom and dad didn't pick this person for you, but my father did. My father did pick my husband for me, and I accepted that. I am in an arranged marriage. I didn't fall in love. People are looking to fall in love, and so many options and strange dating things, Disney fantasies, things like that in the world. But no, my father arranged a marriage for me that will lead me and my children and my family to salvation. My father arranged a marriage for me with a male to be the embodiment of God. Me as a female, I need a male that is the embodiment of the highest I, right? A message can be revealed to me, but I need a head to be the leader of that, to embody that in the physical plane, that I can see, a person physically to lead me. Obviously, I know the highest I, but the embodiment of the highest I's truth is your male head, is your husband. So my father arranged a marriage for me, and that is how I came into a union. I didn't fall in love. We don't need to fall in love. We need structure and order, right? So that we can have salvation in these times. So I am in an arranged marriage with a male that is the embodiment of Christ. That was arranged by my father. If you understand, it was arranged by my father. And all of my children will be in arranged marriages, because from this point forward, me as a lady, as a female, and everyone in the community, we are righteous leaders to the children. We are righteous examples to the children, and we have wisdom. And we have even lived in the world to know that it's backwards. So even the experiences in the world have taught us, has made us stronger against evils. Being ignorant to the world leaves persons susceptible to evil, because what you don't know, you can't fight against. If you're just blind, completely blind to it, ignorant, like ignorance is bliss. So because we live in the world, even we know what our children need and don't need. Many people believe they know what their children need and don't need. However, experiencing the world and coming out of that disgusting worldly paradigm, coming out of that, which is not easy, simple, but it's not easy, it's very hard. Coming out of that, we will give that strength to empower our children to then put them into unions that will perpetuate the truth and perpetuate our salvation. So, all the children of the community, no children of our community, no child will be dating each other. There will be no boyfriend, girlfriend, things of that sort, no impurity before marriage. Marriage will be arranged by elders and must be accepted by elders. This is not a forced, I know in the world they make it seem like forcing people to be together in arranged marriage, and the woman is just miserable and the man they paint this picture of chaos when it comes to arranged marriage in the world. However, this is actually very orderly, and this is how you build strong communities and how you perpetuate the truth, and how you kind of build a wall, so to speak, against evils and spirits that can come in and try to sway persons. Order. Arranged marriage is order. Arranging marriages in the name of the truth is order, because like I said, parents might want to arrange a marriage, but they have worldly ideas. So we, in the name of the truth, will arrange marriages for our children so that they can perpetuate and further bring forth that truth. So all children of the community will be in arranged unions, and they will more than accept that. They will love that because they know that these unions are accepted by their Father as well. It's not the community elders say me, so to speak. If I am in the process of arranging a marriage for my daughter, I'm not going based off my own ideas and opinions and thoughts that I have picked up myself. Everyone in the community must embody the same truth. So we're all embodying the same truth, and we want our children to embody that. So the partner chosen for my daughter will embody that truth, and their union will embody that truth. It's not like I want my daughter to have this kind of male with this kind of status and this kind of work, and it's nothing like that. We make sure that our community stays within the truth. We put unions together that will perpetuate the truth, and that is how we will have order. Because the lack of order is what we see in the world with the dating culture and the single mothers. It's a lot in the world. I'm sure everyone watching this knows there's a lot going on in the world concerning the relationship between male and female. And that is exactly why I am in an arranged marriage. I'm thankful to the highest I was able to make that surrender, because it's not easy. Like I said, the world gives you these ideas of arranged marriage like it's something terrible, but really it's just order. They make you think you need to fall in love and go on dates and Valentine's Day. I think that recently occurred. These fantasy things that they make up in the world. But it's, like I said, they're all fantasy. Not even fantasy, fallacy, to be honest. All fallacy. So coming from that, I was able to surrender and recognize that my Father had arranged this marriage for me and surrender to that. And through that, I'll be able to perpetuate that through my children. And all the children of the community, all Kigo children, will be in arranged marriage. No one will be impure. These are pure children of the highest I. And we want to bring forth Eden for many, many generations to come. And arranged marriage is another way of order that strengthens community for generations. It's not something for a couple years or 1 to 2 generations. It's forever, right? Because the truth, there's one truth, one single simple truth, and that truth is always. It doesn't change. So yeah, I wanted to come today and talk about that arranged marriage, how I am in arranged marriage, all the single children will be in arranged marriage, because that is order, and that is how we will strengthen the truth. And um, I don't want to use the word build, but like build against the world. Have a fortress against the world, against family, strong family ties and um, boundaries, builds a fortress against the paradigm of the world. The world has ended and it's still ending. But as it's ending, we do need that fortress against it. And those of us who have lived in the world and learned from it can provide that fortress for our children to stay within the truth. And that arranged marriage is a method of order to stay within the truth. And like I said, I'm very grateful that I was able to make that surrender, which was not easy. It was very hard. Very simple, but hard. We always say very simple, but hard to surrender to that. And come to that knowledge that, yes, my Father did arrange this marriage for me. And I accept this. I surrender to this. I want to talk about that today. And hopefully those in the world can realize that what you're being shown, the options, the choices, the culture you're being shown of dating and this hypersexuality, all of these things you're being shown is not the truth. I hope we can cite that. I hope I can cite that. That is not the truth. Options, choices, all of those things, it's not the truth. Yep, that's what I want to talk about today. I hope those who can cite will, and everyone have a blissful day. God,